What's going on, everybody? How we doing today? All right, so we're back. All right, we're back. We're back. So yesterday we talked about the three questions that every follower asks their leader: Do you care about me? Um, will you help me? And can I trust you? All right, we talked about those three questions, and there's three questions that every follower asks their leader, and this is the stuff that these are the questions that every leader has the answer. So today I wanted to talk about another part of that. The other part of that is like, how do we get to know our people? Okay, um, what's going on, my brother? How do we get to know our people? And the way we get to know our people is by walking slowly through the crowd. All right. Now, I heard a story one time about a general that was downrange, and I think it was Thanksgiving or something like that, and he went into the dining facility. We call them defects for short, but he went into the dining facility, and all of those soldiers were in there, and I think the guy said it was like 2,000-3,000 of them in there, and he made it a point to go in there and shake every person's hand and talk to every person, every single person. He didn't let anybody come in and go out that dining facility without talking to him. And that's a part of walking slowly through the crowd. Like a lot of times in life, we get caught up with everything that's going on, and we got the mission, and we got this, and we got that, and we forget to walk slowly through the crowd. You have to walk slowly through the crowd and make connections with people, because those connections that you make, like at the end of the day, people don't fight for ideas; they fight for people. Like an organization is just an idea. That's it. The people make up the organization. So you have to get to know those people who make that organization up. Once you get to know those people that make that organization up, then they'll work for you. They'll bend over backwards for you. Uh, Johnny C. Maxwell was talking about how the difference in a positional organization versus a organization that's led by influence. Like in that positional organization, what people are going to start doing is this: they're going to say, "Hey, you know what? Maybe they had a leader before that led with influence, so they were given 100%." And when that positional leader came, they said, "You know what? I got it. You're in charge. It's your way or the highway. Nothing else matters. We got to do this because you said so. Well, this is what I'm gonna do for you. All right. What I'm gonna do for you is this. I'm gonna give you as least as possible." So they start out with like, "All right, I've been given 100%. Let me see if I can do 95." It's like, oh, they'll accept 95 because they don't know me as a person. Too easy. Let me go ahead and bump that thing down to 75%. Oh, 75% is good. Nobody's checking. Too easy. Let me bump it on down here to 55. And before you know it, you have high performers who aren't highly performing anymore because of that positional authority. And that's all because leaders sometimes forget that we have to walk slowly through the crowd and get to know our people inside of our organizations. I heard another story too about the Dalai Lama, right? So he invited uh and the book is called Leading Like Mumbai, but he invited a gentleman over to his house. All right, the president of one of the companies. He invited him over to the house so that they can eat breakfast. He want to talk to him and stuff. So the guy gets his driver, and he tells his driver he's all excited. So him and his driver goes over there, and as they pull up to the house, the guy is waiting. I mean, Dalai Lama's he's waiting outside for him, right, in the parking lot. And they get out. They both speak to him. They're both excited and everything, and they speak to him. And once they speak to him, the guy he invited over came into the house, and the driver got back into the car. So as they get inside to get ready to sit down, he says, "What happened to your friend? The guy you came with?" He's like, "Oh, no, no, he's just the driver. He stays in the car." He's like, "But I thought he came with you." He said, "Yeah, he did, but he's just the driver. He stays in the car." He gets up, he goes out to the car, and he meets the guy. He talks to him. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He brings him in, and he tells his people in the house, he's like, "Hey, look, Fred's gonna eat with us this morning. We need another plate." So he brings another plate over there, and they all eat together. The lesson to be learned from that was that you have to see the person behind the position. If you can't see that person behind the position and you just see that position, you're never going to get to know the people. Like if you get to know the people and you take care of the people, they'll take care of the positions. If the positions are taken care of, the organization will be taken care of. All right. But it's about the people. You have to walk slowly through the crowd. Like, we get so caught up on positions and titles and things like that that we forget that those things are only made possible because of people. They were only created because of people. People have to have those things. Like, if there were nobody to assign them to, then they wouldn't be a thing. It was an ideal. It only becomes real when people make that happen. All right. So we have to walk slowly through the crowd. So leaders, this is what I'm asking you today. Walk slowly through the crowd. Go out there, find out something new, even if it's somebody that you talk to a lot of with. Find out something new about somebody today. I had another friend. I'm not gonna call her name out, but she pointed something out. What she said was that you know when she came to the United States, people would say, hello, good morning, how are you doing? Well, pretty much, how are you doing? And the majority of the time in the United States, when you're just in passing, it's just we just say, good morning, how you doing? And it's just a greeting. It's not actually how are you doing. But she said that in Germany, where she was from, like if somebody was asking you that, they really cared about you and they really wanted to know. So she was confused when she got here as to you know, wow, this person don't even know me and they're asking how I'm doing. Now, the thing about it is this: is that if regardless of what the cultural norm is, like when we ask these questions, we really have to slow down and take time and see how they're doing. What's going on? A lot of leaders will engage uh, their juniors or their followers, and they'll ask them questions and stuff. But the followers won't ask back, and I think a lot of times the reason that they don't ask back because that's the cultural norm. We need to break that. It's a two-way conversation. It has to go uh, down and it has to come back up. We're teammates. I'm gonna say this last part and I'm gonna get off of here. I'm running long again today. I'm supposed to be 5 minutes, but I'm at 7. But John C. Maxwell was talking about how he said he had an employee come up to him who he had never met before, and he's like, "Hey, Mr. Maxwell, I work for you." He's like, "No, no, 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 you don't work for me." He was like, "Look," he's like, in this organization, we work together. You don't work for me. We work together. We're teammates. Like, as a leader, it's my job to add value to your life. So I help you out and you help me out. And I think that's an awesome concept. I really think it is, because we're going to go back to those 3 questions we talked about yesterday. Can I trust you? Do you care about me? And will you help me? It's the same 3 questions. Like, I don't, any leader, and I got it. Some people may be like, oh, that's a victim mentality. No, it's not. It's not. Trust is the foundation of everything we build. Um, you know, Influence is adding value to somebody's life. How can I help you out? What can I do for you? What can I teach you? What can I give you? That's adding influence. And then the whole do you care about me? Somebody, if a subordinate, or I don't like the word subordinate, but if a teammate feels that you don't care about them, they may still follow you. But if they get to those 2-second questions, they may say, okay, maybe this person just has a rough exterior. But when they get to those second 2 questions, like, will you help me? And the answer is no, I don't see them staying. And definitely when they get to the 3rd question, can I trust you? And the answer is no, I don't see them staying. Because we got a lot of people, getting on social media and saying things, but there's truth to a lot of that stuff. There's truth to it. Like, people don't just randomly get on and say crazy things and do all of this stuff. I would just say, dig down deeper and see what's going on there. All right, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Let me do a couple shout outs real quick. My brother D Hicks, Sergeant Major Breckenridge, Sergeant Major Bryant, what's going on? How y'all doing out there? Webster, I see you. Who else we got out here? Hatcher, I see you. What's going on? What's going on? Coral, I see you. Uh, Abel, I see you out there as well. So, hey, look, everybody, I appreciate y'all coming on here, and I'm gonna continue saying this because this is the truth, and I mean it. You all matter. You're all important. Don't let anybody make you feel as if you are insignificant. If you do, inbox is open. Inbox is always open. Reach into that inbox and we'll have a talk. They even got a call button in that inbox. All right. So you reach to that inbox, we'll have a conversation, and I guarantee you we'll change your perspective because you matter. All right. Look, life is a choice, and I'm depending on you to choose well. If anybody need anything, reach to the inbox. I'm here for you. The NCOPD Live team is here for you. The freestyle team is here for you. The Vision team is here for you. We have a lot of people out there. Break time broadcast is here for you. You know, we're all here for you. There's the Battle Buddy check-in as well. So get in the Battle Buddy check-in on Sunday. All right. So once again, everybody, we love you all. Have a blessed day. We'll be talking to you soon.